Good Monday morning to you. I hope you had a very pleasant weekend and that you enjoyed Sunday. It was very fall-like. Now we're going to get into a little bit of a warming trend for those who like fall time temperatures. It's going to go away for a little bit as this central system in the United States is going to wrap up here pretty soon. Over the next couple of days, especially went into Wednesday, might see some severe weather breakout over the southern plains. But as that system makes its way eastward, it will it should or expected to weaken and perhaps bring some just light showers and rain towards the mountains of North Carolina. Right now, though, high pressure is firmly in control and should be for most of the week over the next few days. So let's look at the forecast. So this system looks like it'll be analyzed over the Dakotas, draping through the northern parts of the Four Corners region into the desert southwest by 8 a.m. this morning. By this afternoon and into this evening, this western system is really going to get cranked up, and by Tuesday morning we'll have should have a dry line to develop along the front range and some pretty hefty snow on the backside of this system for the interior parts of the Rockies. Meanwhile, for the Carolinas, just expect some showers along the coast where that trough of low pressure has continued to stay over the last week or so. But by Wednesday morning, Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, this system really gets its act together and starts producing some widespread showers and thunderstorms across the plains, the upper Mississippi River Valley, and through the central and southern plains. Meanwhile, throughout the entire period, high pressure has remained in control, although the control is slipping, but by 8 a.m. Wednesday morning, should primarily be off the coast, but still influencing the weather across North Carolina. So as far as temperatures, what does that look like for us? But first, let's take a look at the extended area forecast. So by 8 a.m. Thursday, this is Halloween, 8 a.m., that front should be somewhere along the mid-Mississippi River Valley, with high pressure waning for our area. By Friday, that front should be passing at least through the mountains by 8 a.m. Friday, with another cooler fall-like high pressure system behind it, but warmer temperatures ahead of that front. And this is the front that will kick off some severe weather across the southern plains. Now, like we said before, that type of energy is not going to be present as this front passes through. It's going to weaken rather quickly into Thursday and Friday, but maybe expect some sprinkles as it passes, especially towards the mountains. But then after that, by 8 a.m. Saturday, high pressure gets back in control of our area, which is not good news because we need some rain. And by 8 a.m. Sunday, November 3rd, the entire eastern seaboard, with the exception of Florida, is under the influence of that high pressure, while by Monday, November 4th, another central system takes shape. Now, let's get into some of the temperatures. So generally, the temperature trend through the week, we are going to see a warming trend, and by Saturday, Friday, it looks like it should be On the warmer side, in the Carolinas, with respect to the time of year, by then it's going to be November. So warmer temperatures with respect to November should be expected by Friday. But first, today, Charlotte could expect a temperature of 70 degrees, 57 in Boone. By Tuesday, we're seeing that warming trend take shape as that frontal system gets its act together across the central parts of the United States. 74 across Greenville, Spartanburg to Charlotte, 66 in Boone, near 80 down towards Savannah on Tuesday. By Wednesday, pretty much the entire southern parts of the Carolinas, including Columbia, down towards Fayetteville, and even Greenville, North Carolina, are going to be near 80, flirting with 80 in the Charlotte metro region. And our cool spots still remain in the mountains, 67 in Boone, 72 towards Murphy. By Halloween, we are still near 80 in the Charlotte region, but still exceeding 80 in parts of South Carolina, south of Columbia, 81 in Savannah, 83 towards Augusta, and 81 in Fayetteville, and 75 in Hickory. Now here are those relatively warm temperatures for the Carolinas right ahead of that front. So remember, that front was analyzed, well, forecast to be somewhere in this region here along the spine of the Appalachian Mountains, possibly into the foothills, but 66 in Boone versus 78 in Hickory, 81 in Charlotte down towards Wilmington, 83 in Columbia. I mean, these are very, very warm temperatures, especially for November. But as that front passes through, that cooler air catches up to us. We get knocked down at least into the foothills and Piedmont of North Carolina, 70 degrees in Hickory, 73 in Charlotte. But we're still hanging on to those 80s across parts of southern South Carolina, south of Columbia mainly, on Saturday. By Sunday, we've modified a little bit, 75 Greenville, Spartanburg through Charlotte, getting close to Raleigh, 76 in Fayetteville, and still flirting with 80 down towards Savannah by Saturday. For the minimum temperatures, we're going to start tomorrow, Tuesday, October 29th. As you wake up tomorrow morning, head off to work in Hickory, light jacket probably needed. It's going to be that time of year where you're going to need a coat in the morning, but by afternoon you're going to have the AC on in your house. That's going to be pretty much the story Tuesday. Wednesday, we are a little bit warmer, 58, near 60 in Charlotte, down towards Greenville, Spartanburg, 58 towards Columbia, 60 towards Wilmington on Wednesday morning. The morning of Halloween, we're still in the same type of temperature range. 51 in Boone, Thursday morning, and near 60 pretty much everywhere else on Wednesday or Thursday morning. Into Friday, same thing. We're even warming up in the mountains, 55 in Murphy, 52 in both Asheville and Boone, and still near 60 pretty much everywhere else. By Saturday, much of the same, 49 degrees in Boone now. You can see the influence of that cold front that went through the day before. And then by Sunday morning, we're cooling off, or beginning to cool off in the northern parts of North Carolina. Greensboro, 53 degrees, but we're still hanging on to the mid 50s and upper 50s, even near 60 towards Savannah on Saturday or Sunday morning as you head off to church. So the only chances of precipitation will be Tuesday afternoon, and this is mainly across parts of the coastal regions of South Carolina, where you have up to a 30% chance of seeing some showers and possibly some thunderstorms, mainly south of the Columbia, down towards the Wilmington area and Augusta, and southward. Not expecting too much, but still a threat of some showers and possibly some thunderstorms Tuesday. But other than that, that's the entirety of the forecast. Over the Carolinas, over the next week, expect some warming trends. We're going to reach near 80 across the Charlotte metro area right after or right before this system takes shape. This system is expected to produce some pretty hefty showers and thunderstorms across the southern plains. But as the system makes its way eastward, expecting this severe weather to die down, but mainly dry out for the Carolinas. The only chances of rain would be in the Tennessee and Ohio River valleys. Hardly anything else, unfortunately, from that front into the Carolinas. However, again, like we mentioned, expect some chances of rain across the coastal regions of South Carolina. And other than that, I hope you enjoy your Monday, and I'll see you in the next video.